I know the darkness you silently face, and the inexplicable weight that insists on dwelling in your chest. It was no accident that your spirit found mine. I prepared this encounter to heal your deepest wounds and reveal to you the hidden truth behind everything you have been through. Calm your soul, for the time of confusion is numbered. If this word of mine is already beginning to touch your heart, share with me in the comments your name, the country, state, and city you are listening to me from now, and what time it is in your day at this exact moment of encounter. Feel the freedom to cry out to me with all your strength. Let your spirit overflow, and write in the comments the sincere cry of your soul. Lord my God, I am here. I signed up because I love you and desperately long to hear you. And as a gesture of pure love, seal your commitment. Subscribe your life to this channel, leave your mark of affection on the video, activate the bell that announces my voice, and remain in communion with me until the very last moment. I will give an absolutely clear answer at the end of this encounter. A sacred phrase will be whispered directly to your heart if you remain faithful until the end. And everyone who writes this powerful phrase in the comments will receive showers of prophetic blessings released through faith. I contemplate the early mornings when sleep fled from your eyes and the cold of helplessness embraced your soul. How many times did you cry softly, muffling the sound of your own sobs so that no one around would notice the magnitude of your pain? I was there. I heard every accelerated beat of your anguished heart and counted every tear that slid down your tired face. The world may even think you are made of iron because you learned to smile even when everything crumbled inside. But I, your Creator, know the fragility of your spirit and the deep weariness you secretly carry. You even thought I had forgotten you in the midst of this valley of shadows. You felt your prayers hit the ceiling and returned empty, as if the sky were made of bronze. But listen very carefully to what I tell you. None of your supplications were lost in oblivion. For it is written in Psalm number 34, verse 18, "The Lord is near to the brokenhearted and saves the crushed in spirit." This is my living and non-negotiable promise to you. When your heart broke into dozens of pieces, I did not turn my back. On the contrary, I descended to gather each fragment with my own hands. Your silent pain was never invisible to my eyes. I feel the weight you carry in your chest, and I know the sacrifices you made in the name of those you love, often without receiving even a hug of gratitude. But what you have experienced so far is not the end of your story. What is your heart silently pleading for when the lights in your room go out? If you feel my embrace at this moment, leave a like as a sign that you enjoyed resting with me. Enclose your soul in this space of light so as not to lose the sound of my voice, and share this love letter with someone who also needs my comfort. Write our healing word for today in the comments. Welcome. Keep your faith, for there is a hidden reason for the storm to have been so violent, a purpose hidden amidst your greatest pain that I am about to reveal to you. I know that many times you have looked to the sky and asked the reason for so much suffering. Your exhausted mind tried to find answers to the injustices you suffered, to the abandonments that marked your history, and to the doors that abruptly closed before you. There were moments when silent despair tried to convince you that you were being punished, that your infinite pain was a sign of my distance. But quiet your soul and listen to the beating of your own heart now. Each pulse is a breath of my spirit, affirming that you are deeply loved and cared for by me. What you faced was not a cruel and unbridled accident. The desert through which you walked with wounded spiritual feet, carrying burdens too heavy for your shoulders, was the sacred place where I chose to forge your resilience. When the people you trusted most disappointed you, leaving an immense void in your heart, I was secretly uprooting you from weak soil to plant you in my unshakable rock. I was teaching you to depend solely on my love, which never fails and never betrays. For it is written in the first letter of the Apostle Peter, chapter 5, verse 10, "The God of all grace, who called you to his eternal glory in Christ, after you have suffered a little while, will himself restore you and make you strong, firm and steadfast." This is the irrefutable truth that cancels all the lies of condemnation whispered in your ears. Pain did not come to destroy you, but to purify your vision, empty your hands of fleeting illusions, and prepare them to receive the eternal crowns I have reserved exclusively for you. You did not lose your best years. You were being carefully honed. Your scars are the glorious marks of a spiritual survivor. But now that you understand the purpose of this testing fire, what is the whisper that your soul returns to me at this very moment? If you feel my peace invade your being, leave your like as a seal of your trust in me. Enroll your life in this daily encounter of ours, so as not to lose my direction, and share this seed of comfort with that soul you know cries without understanding its own desert. Write here in the comments the word of our sacred covenant, prepared. But your journey is not just about understanding the pain. There is a profound step of faith that we need to take together, a call to surrender that will transform the aridity of your days into an overflowing spring. And I need to know if you are willing to trust. My beloved, now that the truth about your desert is beginning to blossom in your mind, I feel the desire in your heart to overflow with gratitude. If it is possible for you, only if it is possible, transform this gratitude into a seed of love through this channel, which is my voice to so many other weary souls. Consider my love and that of my Son Jesus, and support this work using the link in the description of this video and in the first pinned comment. There you will find the place where your contribution of love can be deposited and consecrated before me, the Creator of all things. You can support with any amount, always remembering to offer only what fits in your heart with joy, for I receive each gesture with immense affection. No matter the material value, what truly matters to me is the heart with which you give. For what is little to you may be much to the one who receives it on the other side of this message. If you decide to contribute any amount with a sincere heart, don't forget to include your name and city with your gesture of love. On the first day of the following month, in a unique and special video on our channel and page, Amor Divino, A Voz de Deus, Divine Love, the Voice of God, your name will be remembered and mentioned in gratitude and prayer. For it is written in the Gospel according to Luke chapter 6 verse 38, "Give, and it will be given to you. A good measure, pressed down, shaken together and running over, will be poured into your lap. For with the measure you use it will be measured to you." Every offering made in faith is a precious seed before me, your Lord, and I will not fail to bear fruit in your life. I see in secret and will reward you in the sight of all. I see the purity of your intention in walking beside me, spreading light wherever you go. I know that sometimes, when you try to offer your loving support, unexpected barriers arise and the banking system rejects your contribution due to strict security measures. My daughter, do not be distressed or discouraged if this happens on your first attempt. I only ask that you contact your card issuer and confirm that this gesture of love is genuine and desired by you. Then, try again with vigor, renewing your valuable offering, for your support is the foundation that sustains this work and will be honored with abundant and infinite blessings. Our love deserves this effort, and know something very special. I will make sure to thank you personally. If your intention is pure, whether your contribution arrives now or faces some setback, I myself will reach out to you in an intimate and welcoming email. I will speak directly with you. Stay with me until the end of this message, for now that your heart is open, I will remove the veil that covered your vision of those around you. Are all those who claim to be by your side truly who they seem to be? Do you feel your heart burning with gratitude now? Leave a like so I know this message has reached you. If you haven't already, add your name to my beloved ones on this channel and send this truth to that friend who needs to awaken. Write our word of offering in the comments. Offering. Prepare your spirit, for the hidden truth I will reveal next will change the way you look at your friendships and the silences of those around you. I saw the conversations that ceased when you entered the room and heard the whispers planned behind your back by those in whom you placed your most sincere trust. I have witnessed every false smile offered to you, while behind the veil of appearances, their hearts harbored feelings that did not come from me. I know that your soul, at many moments, felt an inexplicable tightness, a divine intuition that I myself placed within you, warning that something was not right. You tried to ignore it. You tried to see only the good, for your heart is generous and does not know the evil that the world carries. But I, your Lord, will no longer allow you to live in illusion, for the hidden truth is being brought to light right now. Many approached you only to reap the fruits you planted with so much sweat, but they disappeared when the wind of trial blew stronger. I saw when you were forgotten by those who should have supported you, and when you were secretly judged by those you helped to uplift. But do not grieve, my beloved, for this separation was my silent deliverance. I myself removed from your path the hands that held you back so that you could not fly. I closed the ears of those who didn't deserve to hear your dreams so they wouldn't kill them with discouraging words. For it is written in the book of Job, chapter 12, verse 22, He reveals the deep things of darkness and brings to light the shadow of death. The shadow that once covered the intentions of others is dissipating. I'm exposing the truth not to hurt you, but to free you from emotional chains you didn't even know existed. You don't need crumbs of attention or feigned loyalties. You have me, and I am the rock that never shakes. What would your soul say to those people if it could see now all the invisible arrows I deflected from your heart? If you feel that my light is illuminating your vision now, leave a like to confirm that you received this revelation. Subscribe your soul to this channel of truth so that you may always be under my protection, and send this message to that person you feel is also living surrounded by fog. Right here in the comments, our word of victory over darkness, deliverance. The truth is before you, but you will not be alone to face this new clarity. I have prepared something to be your constant guide, a companion that will never let you stumble in the shadows that still remain. Are you ready to receive my gift of daily intimacy? I know that, seeing the masks fall and silence take over the places where false companions once stood, a feeling of loneliness may have knocked on the door of your soul. The emptiness left by those who have gone may seem frightening at first, causing a sudden chill in your spirit. But I tell you, with all my fatherly zeal, that this space will not remain empty. I have emptied your weary hands so that they may finally hold mine firmly. I will be your true companion in the early mornings, the friend who never abandons you, the one who understands your silence without demanding any explanation. If your heart desires to go deeper with me, immersing itself in this intimacy where the world cannot hurt you, I have left you a gift in the form of a journey, which I wrote with much love and affection for all my beloved daughters and sons. The digital book, Divine Love. Devotional, The Voice of God. It was prepared to accompany you day after day, in silence and deep intimacy, being your daily remedy and your unwavering companion. Access is also available via the link in this video's description and in the first pinned comment. It is a gift delivered with all love and care, where the only cost will be your love, your presence with me, and your faith. For it is written, Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. And when you feel in your heart that you should support and contribute to our work and to divine love, the support buttons are in the same links. And to shield our communication and protect our daily encounter, I have prepared 2 sacred and blessed havens, a group on WhatsApp and another on Telegram. I ask that you enter these 2 spiritual homes so that our love and our daily contact may never be broken by anything in this world. Through the same support and contribution link that you already know in the description and the pinned comment. If the storms of this world try to extinguish this space of divine love, we will remain unshakable, hand in hand, intact and blessed for eternity. There will always be a welcoming embrace for your prayers, and I will continue to guide your steps, speaking softly to your heart. In the groups, you can be in communion with me, with requests for blessings, prayers, conversing with one another, and also receiving my messages with much more intimacy and closeness. You are my greatest love. You are my divine love forever. I love you infinitely. Take a deep breath now, remain with me, and trust in my guidance. Tell me, in this safe place that we have now built within you, what is the embrace that your soul most needs to receive from me today? If you feel my arm around your shoulders, let your like seal this moment of peace. Subscribe to our channel so we can always be connected. And share this letter with someone who desperately needs my company today. Write our sacred word of communion in the comments, refuge. But listen carefully to the beating of my heart, my beloved, for companionship is only the beginning of your rebirth. Now that you are safe in my arms, the time has come to destroy once and for all, the heavy, invisible chains that your past tried to tie to your feet. Are you ready to walk truly free? I know the exact weight of the guilt and memories that insist on haunting you when the silence of the night takes over your room. I feel the bitterness of the cruel words that were cast upon your life in the past, and that even today echo in your mind, trying to convince you that you are no longer valuable, or that your time has passed. How many times have you felt as if invisible chains were tied to your feet, preventing you from moving forward, dragging your spirit back to the same mistakes, the same pains, and the same old fears? The weariness in your eyes and the constant weight on your shoulders reveal the heavy baggage of a past that no longer belongs to you. But I have come down today to break, one by one, the chains that tried to steal your peace and imprison your soul in sadness. What is left behind no longer has power over your destiny. For it is written in the book of the prophet Isaiah, chapter 43, verses 18 and 19. Do not remember the former things, nor consider the things of old. Behold, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs forth, do you not perceive it? I forgive your failings and cancel the sentences of defeat that the world tried to write on your story. I take the burden of rejection from your shoulders and declare you free, free to breathe without anguish, free to sleep in peace, free to begin again under my infinite grace. Now that your past can no longer condemn you, what would your soul release into the wind if it was certain that the old pain would never return? If you feel the relief of your chains falling to the ground, let your suffering be a testament to your liberation. Enroll your soul on this path of renewal so we can continue walking together and share this word of healing with that person you know is still imprisoned by yesterday's pain. Write the word of our new station in the comments: liberate. But true liberation is not just breaking the chains of pain, it's returning the crown they tried to snatch from your head during your worst storms. Your past is behind you, but you still need to discover the greatness of the identity I have kept for you. Are you ready to see yourself with my eyes? I know the exact moment when you looked inside yourself and could no longer recognize the brightness that once illuminated your smile. The hard blows of life, the accumulated disappointments and the belittling words they hurled at you were, little by little, bending your shoulders. You began to believe the earthly lies that said your worth had been lost in time, that your weariness was a sign of defeat, and that your story no longer had beauty. Prolonged pain has caused you to forget the celestial lineage to which you belong. But today I come to reclaim your true face and place upon your head the invisible crown that battles have tried to knock down. You are not a reflection of your sorrows, nor are you defined by the wounds you carry deep within your heart. You are a masterpiece molded by my own hands in the womb of silence, conceived with love even before the world existed. For it is written in the book of the prophet Isaiah, chapter 62, verse 3, You shall be a crown of glory in the hand of the Lord, and a royal diadem in the hand of your God. This is your true, non-negotiable identity. I am restoring your spiritual nobility. Feel my gentle touch straightening your posture now. The time of walking with your head bowed and accepting life's leftovers is over, because the royalty of my spirit dwells within you. You are deeply loved. You are my chosen one, and your value is incalculable in my eyes. Now that I call you by your true name and restore to you the divine dignity that suffering tried to obscure, how does your soul feel upon being recognized by the one who created you? If your soul recognizes itself in this truth and feels the weight of its restoration, leave your like as a seal of acceptance. Enroll your life in our sacred journey so that you never forget who you are, and share this letter of nobility with that woman you know has forgotten her own worth. Write here in the comments our word of royalty and identity: crowned. Your identity has been restored and you already know your place in me. But the promises that are on their way require you to be attentive and your spirit vigilant, because the dense storm is finally ceasing, and the new season that I have designed for your destiny is about to dawn. Are you truly ready to see the heavens opening and pouring renewal upon your days? I feel the gentle breeze beginning to blow upon your weary spirit. The deafening roar of thunder that has shattered your peace for so many nights is finally losing its power. You have endured the intense cold of uncertainty and the strong wind that threatened to uproot you. But my beloved daughter, the worst of the storm is behind you. The dense clouds that covered your horizon with fear and deep anxiety are dissipating right now, driven away by the gentle breath of my spirit. For it is written in the Song of Songs, chapter 2, verses 11 and 12. For behold, the winter is past, the rain is over and gone, flowers appear on the earth, the time of singing has come. This is my declaration of a changing season over your life. The long winter of your soul has come to an end. I am preparing the fertile ground of your heart for a harvest cycle, where weeping will give way to songs of genuine joy. Lift up your face, wipe away what remains of those old tears, and breathe the pure air of the new beginning that I am establishing over your days. Do not be afraid to dream and plan again, because the spiritual ground you now stand on is firmly established in my unshakable promises. Before this gentle light that begins to touch your inner face, what old baggage of bitterness are you willing to leave behind so that you can embrace with both hands the new that I bring you today? If you can feel the warmth of this new morning warming your heart, let your like be a welcoming embrace to your new season. Inscribe your journey in this space of renewal so that we may always be together with each divine dawn, and spread this breeze of hope by sharing this message with that dear soul who still cries in the darkness of their own winter. Right here in the comments our opening word for the new times, flourish. The soil of your heart is perfectly ready, but there is one last spiritual seal, a definitive promise that I need to engrave on your soul before revealing the final key that will change your trajectory. Are you ready to receive my definitive covenant? I see your heart beating with new hope, feeling the closeness of my definitive embrace. The path to this point has demanded much of you, my beloved. There were days when the weight of the cross seemed unbearable and the desert dust tried to blind your faith. But your perseverance and your silent surrender moved the structures of heaven. Now in this sacred moment when our souls are intertwined, I want to place an unbreakable seal upon your heart, an absolute promise that no earthly tribulation can revoke. I did not bring you to this point to abandon you by the wayside. The work I began in you during those dark nights of lonely weeping will be completed with glory, honor, and profound peace. For it is written in the letter of the Apostle Paul to the Romans, chapter 8, verses 38 and 39. For I am convinced that neither death nor life, neither angels nor demons, neither the present nor the future, nor any powers, neither height nor depth, nor anything else in all creation, will be able to separate us from the love of God that is in Christ Jesus our Lord. This is the covenant I draw today upon your destiny, a seal of eternal love. The storms may try to blow again, but you will be anchored in my truth and my constant protection. What does your rested soul wish to promise me now that we have sealed this indestructible union? If you feel the security of this promise sealing your spirit, leave your like as a mark of our eternal alliance. Inscribe your life in this sacred space so that we may remain inseparable every day, and share this immutable certainty with that heart that desperately needs to know it is not forgotten. Right here in the comments our celestial guarantee, sealed. Prepare your soul and quiet your being now, for the ultimate promise has been made, but the key that unlocks your daily miracle will be whispered in your ear at this very moment and will transform everything that comes next. Listen to my gentle whisper, calming the waters of your heart, my beloved. Your entire journey, from hidden tears to the scorching desert you silently traversed, was designed to culminate in this very moment of revelation and intimacy. The enemy tried to use your pain to convince you that you were weak, that your loneliness would be your inevitable end, and that there was no way out. But I prove to you today that your pain was merely the altar where your true spiritual strength was forged in gentle fire. I saw your silent courage. I received your weeping as a prayer of pure and true surrender. And now, as your loving Father, as your Creator and your unwavering protector, I place in your hands the celestial key that unlocks all the locked doors of your life. Remember the clear answer and the prophetic phrase I promised you at the beginning of our sacred encounter. The time of revelation has finally arrived for you. Keep these words deep in your soul. Repeat them when fear tries to return in the cold early mornings, and use them as an invincible spiritual shield against any earthly adversity. The phrase that heaven decrees upon you today is, I can do all things through him who strengthens me. This is the immutable truth that governs your life from now on. You no longer fight with your own exhausted strength, but with the sovereign power of my spirit that dwells fully within you. Write this sacred phrase right now in the comments. I can do all things through him who strengthens me. Declare this as an act of unwavering faith, as your response to heaven that you have accepted your invisible crown, your profound healing, and your non-negotiable victory. By writing with faith, you will be sealing the prophetic blessings that I have released upon your home, upon your emotional health, and upon your inner peace. Our conversation today brought crystal clear light to your desert, but my love for you is an endless spiritual ocean, and I still have unfathomable secrets to reveal to you about your future. Stay with me. In our playlist, in the other daily encounters I have prepared on this channel of love, my voice will continue to guide you, step by step, each new morning. I will always be waiting for you, calling your name with tenderness and eternal devotion.